Okay. Here's what I want to do. What? We're doing...
No, go ahead.
I want to do Who Said It, because I also want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl ring. Did you guys see this?
Yep.
I've got the specifics on it, and at a certain point, don't we go a little bit too far?
Unless you do it with like how they did it, and
You're not going to believe it.
They were innovative.
Well, here's your problem. There's also something about this ring I never realized the players were responsible for. I want to get to it. Okay. But we always do Who Said It here. You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Let's get Who Said It. All right, so this is the game we do Friday. Just a little bit of a break from sports and, well, Rico's dramatic reading. Our coworkers say things. We have to guess who said it. And a new feature, one of these is going to come from a 97 Won the Ticket podcast.
That is correct.
Is that fair?
Yes.
All right, who is eligible this week? Just so you don't get tricky.
Just your normal run-of-the-mill.
I don't think Costa was in.
Oh, he was in Monday.
Was he? Okay.
He was in Monday. Now, Rico is the reigning champion. He's been gaining momentum with this. Guys, we have to step our games up. Roberto, the floor is yours.
Okay, here we go. Like you said, one of these of the five will be from a 97 Won the Ticket podcast. Could be Cash the Ticket, 5-Star Zone, could be Bustin' Balls, could be anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I wouldn't have drafted him first overall years ago, and I don't want him now for the same reason. He is an injury waiting to happen. Talking about Zion.
God, I'd say Wojo, but he hasn't been on this week, has he? Has Wojo been on?
I'm going to go.
We had Tiger Baseball right after our show a couple of nights. Rieger was on last night. We weren't on Wednesday. That's like a Wojo. Wait. Wednesdays with Wojo. I feel like no one has slandered Zion more than Wojo.
Yeah.
I'm going Wojo, but I'm terrible at this game.
But you said Cookies was here?
Monday. He did Monday morning.
Because he's anti-Zion, too.
Oh, he's anti-everything. Him and his stupid cats.
Catty.
No, I'm going to go Wednesdays with Wojo. That's what I was thinking.
All right. Kenny Cott.
It's Wednesdays with Wojo, and I don't even think Roberto would realize that Wojo is anti-Zion. That wouldn't even connect with him. So I think there's your lane for Wojo.
Everybody lands in the free square.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or we're all wrong. David.
I'm going to go off, maybe you all are all wrong, and I'm going to go Stoney.
Ooh.
Based off the podcast that he does. So I'm going with this being the podcast choice.
Okay. Roberto, who said it?
All right, who said it?
I wouldn't have drafted him first overall years ago, and I don't want him now.
No.
For the same reason. He's an injury waiting to happen.
He doesn't watch basketball.
He's got a big opinion.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Roberto's stepping his game up this week.
Damn.
Roberto, he came to play.
That's the first time Middays has talked hoops since 1997.
We talked it today.
Damn. All right, let's go to number 2.
All right, number 2. Jokic is the best player on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. He flat out is. He was too much for the Miami Heat.
I know what I'm thinking, but I'm terrible at this game. You lead off.
Kenny, you look like you got an opinion, so go ahead.
I feel like this might be Jansen with a vague basketball take. He didn't really say anything in there. It was just, too much to take.
Once again, Roberto.
Jokic is the best player on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. He flat out is. He was too much for the Miami Heat.
That's Stoney.
See, that feels like cookies. But the problem is the series wasn't decided Monday morning.
I'm about to say Stoney cookies. Yeah. About to say.
Hold on. So it would have to be Stoney because Game 5 was Monday night, right?
Yeah.
So then it couldn't have been cookies. Stoney.
I could just hear he's the best player on the planet. Yeah.
Where did Kenny go with this?
He went Jansen.
I went Jansen, but I'm starting to. No, I'll stick with Jansen.
You're going with Stoney.
I'm going with Stoney.
David, what do you got?
It's so simple. I would have guessed Gator, but he already had Gator.
Maybe he goes back to back.
I'm going Kane then. Simple. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a simple take. I mean, of course, he's the best.
Wow. Okay. I never should have asked that
about to
question.
say.
That was the worst thing I could have done.
Tecumseh?
In the
No,
Metamora
he doesn't watch
area.
basketball.
I'll go Stoney. Roberto, who said it?
Who said it?
Jokic is the best player on the planet. I don't care what anybody says.
How is Evan
Flat
Jenkins
out
on
is.
here?
He was too much for the Miami Heat.
That was from the Restore the Floor podcast.
I guess podcast for the first one, and it's
Dirty
the
SOB. Unbelievable.
You know,
All
I'll give
right.
him credit. Roberto
All
came
right.
to play.
That's dirty. Wow.
But he did say one is a podcast. But Evan's been gone all week.
Wow. All right, number 3. Damn, I'm terrible at this.
Number 3.
Everything sounds the same.
Cucumber is another no-touch food. Cucumber will soil everything on your plate.
Is this before the air? Because Mike would have said this.
You ain't lying. No,
It
he
sure
was-
as hell ain't on the air.
Right, not on the air for us.
What's your favorite thing?
We all know you hate cucumber.
Oh, they're disgusting.
I'm gonna recuse myself because I believe I know.
You know the answer?
I think at least I know what show it is. Now that's enough for me.
All
I'll
right,
take 3 steps
that's the
back.
gentleman thing to do.
So
Respect.
you know what? He narrowed it down to midday.
No, what if Kenny was listening to the morning show? Who are we kidding? All right.
Oh.
Go ahead.
One more time, Roberto.
Cucumber is another no-touch food. Cucumber will soil everything on your plate.
Kang.
Yeah,
Don't
it's-
ask me
It's gotta
why.
be Kang.
Just Kang.
Yeah.
Because stuff.
Because
Reason.
Doug doesn't eat meat, so he has to eat cucumbers, so he can't.
He likes kale.
Yeah.
You like kale, you like cucumbers.
Correct.
I'm speechless. I'll go with you guys on this.
You may not want to go with me today because Roberto was just,
Roberto.
I'm up here looking like Javi Baez just swinging at sliders.
All right. Kang? Maybe? Who said it?
Who said it?
Now,
Very
cucumber
good.
is another no-touch food. Cucumber
Oh,
will soil.
jeez.
It will soil everything on your plate.
You know what? If you think about it, guys, that makes sense.
Why?
Because it's not meat and it's Jansen. Like, he has a steak with a side of steak and chicken.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a layup. He only eats meat. He hates
That's
vegetables.
it. Yeah, right. I'm like, yeah.
I heard him say the other day he dips his broccoli in queso.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. That's something he said. I was
He
like,
deep
called
fries
it-
his broccoli.
He called it gravy.
No, he said his road trip food is beef jerky and queso dip. And he dips the jerky in the queso.
I mean, the poor pilot truck stop that he stops at. Customer number 17, your stall is ready.
God.
Oh my God.
It barely makes it in
They
there.
actually just run John through the car wash. They run him through the car wash ass first. Can you imagine this guy driving across America just slamming beef sticks dipped in cheese?
Yeah. That's it. He was like, that's all I need.
Is that a bidet for an old lineman?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just turn you back first through the car wash. Jesus. Go ahead.
All right, I'll give you one more.
Roberto, you're on fire today. I'll give you
Thank you.
credit.
Thank you. If you can get it in the stadium, does it change the tailgate at all? Does it maybe cut back on the let's slam all these beers before we go in?
All right, so this now we have not talked about the legalization of beers in college stadiums, so it isn't this show. Shame on me. Who covered this?
I'm going to go Gov.
Oh, you've just given up. I'll tell you, Roberto, you've broken Rico. Rico came in like on a 10-game hitting streak.
You know,
bad.
Remember the swing that you said, did you see Javi Baez swing? That's me right
That's
now.
exactly what I was just going to say.
It's just-
He knew
I'm
he
just
was
like
swinging
this.
before. It was Gov before he
Damn.
even asked the question.
Right, before the pitch even comes. Yep.
Rico's just like, white guy.
I just wanted to be Gov.
All right, in the Luna Pier area. Kenny, what do you think? Come on now. You screened for middays.
Yeah, this was. I know the middays talked about this, so it might have been one of them, and it's a very pragmatic, very well thought out opinion. So it's probably Doug. He's just trying to worry about everybody's safety. They're sneaking. They're not going to get sloshed as much
You know
as
what?
they
You're
would.
right, because Doug he carried that opinion after his show, telling me how much he hated that they were going to be serving alcohol. I'm like, Doug, you could drink 20 feet from the stadium. What difference does it make? I know, but still. All right.
David.
Can I hear it one more time?
Sure.
I'm defeated.
If you can get in the stadium, does it change the tailgate at all? Does it maybe cut back on the let's slam all these beers before we go in?
Okay, Doug, I guess. I don't. Aye.
Mike? It's radio.
I know.
When you have us here looking like Roberto.
You got to say something.
I know. I don't.
And I'm broken.
You're missing that. You're missing that Price is Right game right about now. aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Lower, higher. I'll say, Doug. I am. This is awful.
Hey, welcome to the bias swing.
Yeah, this is
All right.
just a bit outside. Roberto, who said it?
Well, I'm glad today we end on a high note. Who said it?
If you can get it in the stadium, does it change the tailgate
Yes.
at all? Does it maybe
Yes.
cut back on the let's slam all these beers before we go in?
Oh, God. Clutch your pearls a little more, Doug.
Oh,
He was very upset over this.
There's nothing to be upset about. I don't care. Like, if you don't want to have a beer, don't have a beer.
Right,
If you
but
do,
it's-
you do.
Right.
I don't care.
It's tailgating. People are already drunk.
Plus, how does it affect him? He's up in the booth.
Right, but you could drink in the stadium. Like, newsflash. Turn around, look in the parking lot. They're all drunk.
Okay. Whew, I didn't go 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I'm okay. That is who said it.